No. Here we go.
Live. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. We're getting live on Instagram. We're now live on Instagram. How's everybody doing? How you doing?
Doing okay.
It's been a doozy of a week, y'all.
Been a doozy of a month.
Been a doozy. Anyhow, we got some general Q&A for y'all today. Just to kind of catch up. The past couple times we've had to do the live Q&A at 2 p.m. because of meetings, and then I don't even think we did it last week because we were out of town.
Yep.
We were out of town. Anyways, we're gonna be back in action today with our live at 5. At 5, we're gonna do some general Q&A, and we're gonna do a live taste test of the Carnivore Crisps new stuff. So you want to just start grabbing those?
We did do a review on a YouTube video, but these are a little bit different.
We got some new flavors to try, specifically the chicken skin flavor. Boom. That focuses. Chicken skin. Chicken skin. These, so all the other Carnivore Crisps, they're like really high protein. Like for instance, this free-range pork loin is 70 calories, 2 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein. The chicken skin is a higher fat one. This was only 4 grams of protein and 18 grams of fat, so much higher on the fat. All of these have super clean ingredients: chicken skin, drumsticks and thighs, purified water, and red mineral salt. So all these are basically the meat and then water and real salt. So it doesn't get any cleaner than that. The leg of lamb is also a new flavor. Or maybe it's not new, but I haven't tried it before now. So we got that. We're going to just kind of go through some Q&A here as we're chowing down on these to give y'all some talking. Sarah says, have the Keto Summit shirt too. Yeah, I love the Keto Summit shirt. I bought them from the last time and you were spot on. The brisket is delicious. Yeah, they're all super good.
The brisket is my favorite one, and then the what is it? Ribeye, beef ribeye.
We got beef brisket. We got ribeye, pork loin. I already had the chicken breast. I already ate that one. We got chicken skin, really, and then we got the leg of lamb. And we got the liver, which I already ate the liver too. That's really good. But you like all of them except you haven't tried the chicken skin and the leg of lamb. It's supposed to be a live taste test.
Well,
you try them again and act like you hadn't tried it before. All right. Are you guys going? Here we go. Here's a question from Eva. Are you guys trying for a baby soon? You want to answer that one?
No.
What? You get sad, tear up a little bit. What you gonna do?
No.
We're trying for a baby soon? We are not trying super soon. We're not trying right now. We'll maybe try later. Practicing though. Just joking. All right, so which one you want to try first? Let's try the pork loin.
Okay, I think I'll like the pork.
Try the pork loin. We're going with the pork loin. This one is, like I said, 2 grams of fat and 12 grams of protein. I like everything. Like, I literally eat it all. So Crystal is more so the judge for the general public.
It's delicious.
Delicious. I like it. Y'all bring us some questions too. I don't normally like eating in front of people.
Yeah, neither one of us love eating in on a video.
Yeah.
But this is really delicious.
The pork loin is really good.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like close up. The focus is boom. Boom.
I already did.
Favorite one? I like them all. Which one is your favorite one?
Brisket.
You try that one next?
Yeah, sure, I'll try it.
You try it? I got to compliment Carnivore Crisps. They're hustling right now with regard to getting exposure, getting the word out there. That's a big piece.
Any plans on competing this year?
I won't be competing this year because I did a cut last year, and I don't do a cut every year. That's not really good from a metabolic standpoint, in my opinion, especially as a natural bodybuilder. So I probably won't compete again until 2022 or even possibly as late as 2023. This is the ribeye brisket. The brisket.
If I ever compete again, it'll be after we have kids.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Which one you want to try next?
I really like the fat on this. It's delicious.
Ribeye?
No, we gotta try the other one first. Not,
All right. Leg of
do I
lamb.
have to?
Yeah.
I don't love it.
You gotta try everything. I like
I already
everything.
did try it.
All right.
I already tried this, and I know I don't love it.
She's not a lamb person.
I do not like lamb. The first time I ever had lamb, it totally ruined it for me.
Here's the leg of lamb. It focuses. Boom. I like leg of lamb. Leg of lamb is 3 grams of fat, 11 grams of protein.
If you're weird with lamb, it smells like lamb and it definitely tastes like lamb. It's not going to trick you. I'm just not a fan of lamb at all.
Josh says, what's the difference between the regular chicken and taste?
Regular chicken and the skin.
Yeah, you want to try skin next?
I also am not a big fan of this. I'm a very big texture person, and these are not as crispy because there is more fat and stuff in it. It's not as crispy. It's more like, oh wow. Like this is what it looks like.
You gotta get up in there. Yeah, so it's definitely got a lot more fat. It looks
like the skin on chicken, but I don't like this part anyways.
Yeah.
But like it's
much chewier. You almost just punched me in the face.
Sorry.
So the skin, I think this is their new one. This is the chicken skin. It's much chewier, whereas the other ones are much crispier. I mean, there's still some crisp to it, but like when you start chewing on it, it just keeps chewing. Which again, I like everything, so I kind of like it. But
I naturally do not like that part of chicken in the first place. Like I always peel it off.
If one of these was to taste like a dog chew toy, it would be this one.
A dog chew toy?
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
the texture of it is
like the like you know, like the like you can go buy a pig's ear to give to a dog or something like that. Not that I eat a lot of dog toys, but I do like it though. I like it all.
The two that I don't love are the ones that I naturally wouldn't like anyways.
Yeah.
But like the ones that I do like are the ones that I would naturally like. Like the normal chicken one, the brisket, the pork, and the beef ribeye, which is the one I'm about to try down on. I love the fat on these.
What do you recommend for the ladies who are anemic? Crystal on the inside?
Eat some red meat.
Yeah, I don't know what your nutrition is like, but I would recommend. I mean, these are probably pretty good. Like you probably get some iron. I don't have the liver one anymore because I already ate the liver one. But I don't know if you're eating a lot of red meat right now, but I would definitely make sure you're getting that. Well, how much do they cost? Josh just asked a question. How much they cost, man? Shoot us a message. Let me know how much they cost. I think he got us a discount code though. So if you use Savage, I think you save you save some money for the first time you buy. I don't remember how much it is. Like, I don't know if it's a percentage or what, but I think you get a discount.
Also, with the anemic thing, I'm pretty sure there's like several different kinds or like 2 different kinds of anemia. So kind of depending on which one you are would depend on what you actually need in your diet or your supplements.
Michael says, if I eat OMAD and try to get a second workout in later in the day, several hours post-meal, am I still getting an effective workout? I would argue that you are, especially if you're fat adapted. And I know what your macros are because you're working with me. So I would say that you are. However, I wouldn't necessarily recommend trying to do multiple 2-a-days and an OMAD approach to nutrition, especially with where you're at in your reverse diet. But on an occasion, yeah, you're totally fine. What do you guys think of the Egg Life wraps? I haven't tried the Egg Life wrap. You know what those are?
Is that brand?
I guess so.
Never heard of it. We don't do a lot of like the wraps and the breads and the things. So I don't know. We don't normally do that. Is it something you make it yourself, or is it something you purchase?
Lamb is always game tasting.
Ah.
See, I like it though. I feel like it's got a very distinct flavor, but I like the flavor.
You can't stand the way it smells when it's being cooked.
Eating OMAD in the afternoon, but training in the morning. Should I take protein after a weight session?
Eating OMAD in the afternoon, but train in the morning. Should I take protein after?
It depends if you're trying to really maximize for a building phase or a cutting phase. If you're in a building phase, then I would try and eat within 2 hours of training just simply to hedge your bets. If you're in a cutting phase, you don't really need to, but I probably would get a little something in. But, I mean, it's not a make or break factor if you don't, especially if you're getting enough calories in your OMAD.
I feel like there was more people on here when we did it at 2 p.m.
Yeah, 2 p.m. is probably, I don't know, better time. Everybody's probably going home from work right now.
That's true.
I'm interested in the skin. Flock is gross, greasy. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of, like, you can tell it's fatty just simply by holding it and touching it. Like, it's got more of a residue to it. But honestly, I like it all. The chicken skin just makes a smell I can't stand when I'm cooking it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of chicken. Like, she made some broth the other day, and I was not a fan of the way that stuff smelled either.
It smells fine. It smells like chicken broth.
Hey guys, long time no see. It's been a while. In your opinion, what would be the reason your cholesterol would be up on keto? So it depends how long you've been keto. It depends your level of adaptation. There's some genetic effects that play a role as well. If you're first starting keto, or if you're not fully fat adapted, I mean, there's a million different variables. But a lot of times people will start eating a whole bunch of dietary fat when they first switch to keto, and their body isn't efficient at using those lipids as an energy source yet. And because their body's not efficient at using them yet, there's going to be more circulating in your bloodstream when you get a blood test drawn. Similar to how, like, ketones are much higher when you first start keto than after you've been adapted for a while and your body knows how to use the BHB molecules. Would you try a pig ear? I would try anything. Like rawhide? Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, the rawhide. But it's probably not near as dry as rawhide.
Rawhides aren't actually good for your animals, like their digestive system.
I have heard that, yeah. 10% off first purchase. Chicken skin launches Friday, and it's $10.99. Okay, so $10.99 per bag, 10% off first purchase if you use the code SAVAGE. Chicken skin launches on Friday.
I would much rather buy a bag of these than, like, jerky.
Yeah.
1,000%.
100% agree on that one. I think they're pretty good. I think, especially at $10.99. But I could eat these things like they're going outside. Like, I could literally put down like 2 bags at a time.
Yeah,
easy.
I probably could eat this whole thing right now.
Yeah, they're really good.
And honestly, like, maybe I just got like a leaner bite of that one, but I think I might actually like the ribeye more.
Used your discount and ordered 5 kinds from the last time you tried them.
Wow.
Haven't tried them yet, but got heart, brisket, chicken, pork, eye of round. Can't remember how much they cost though. I haven't tried the heart yet. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I did?
Didn't we try the heart?
I remember trying heart.
Well, we tried a couple of different brands, but the liver is actually these in the liver I actually can eat, and I do not eat liver. But in this, it's actually pretty doable and not too bad.
I put the liver down today.
Yeah, Robert chowed down.
Are there any bodybuilding competitions on the calendar? Well, never mind. Someone just beat me to it. Yeah, not this year. My husband is a truck driver. Do you have to refrigerate after opening?
Oh.
Refrigerate after opening. However, it depends how long you're.
Probably won't last that long, to be real with you.
Yeah, like if he's driving a truck and he opens it and like he eats the rest of it and like several hours later, I think that'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
That'd be my take on it.
Honestly, maybe this is wrong of me, and it wouldn't be the company's fault, but like I would totally open this and like eat it over like 2 or 3 days. Like if I know I'm going to be traveling, I would eat it over 2 or 3 days and not even think twice about refrigerating it.
Been on keto 3 to 4 years now. Was this a follow-up to a question that was earlier? I don't remember.
Cholesterol.
The cholesterol question. You might also check, like if you're asking because your cholesterol is high, you might try manipulating the types of fats. So a lot of people will do a whole bunch of saturated fat and not very much monounsaturated fat. But then if they increase their mono and take away some of their saturated, they'll see an improvement in their levels based off of what the standard of care is for ideal ranges. So you may try that. I've had 3 kids, always low carb when I got pregnant.
Yeah,
low
it's
carb
not
for the win.
surprising.
Robert says, follow-up question to your carnivore. Recently dropped salt for 4 weeks and feeling fantastic. Heart rate down, bloated, completely gone, sleep better, thoughts. So are you taking in any sodium at all? I mean, surely you're taking in some sodium. A lot of people overconsume salts and they don't have the proper electrolyte relationship between their potassium, magnesium, and their calcium. So if that was the case for you and you decrease sodium, you may be in a better equilibrium point right now. But I would like to know what your total intake is.
Yeah, you can take in like too much of certain electrolytes. So like if you did decrease your salt, but you also hadn't been supplementing with potassium, it could very well be that you were having too much sodium without the potassium.
Yeah. Jack links are good. Dukes is one we've been getting. The Dukes is pretty good. Like the Dukes hats are really good. I'm obese at 396 pounds, sedentary female, and I want to lose fat each week. I'm eating at or below 2,300 calories and been keto, eating at or below 50 grams of total carbs every day. A good way to lose the fat. 50 grams is still a pretty good carb count. Like that's still pretty high. I typically recommend going less than 20 total, especially at 2,300 calories. Like if you're only consuming that many calories, then you can definitely get in lower total carbs. And I would also prioritize the importance of the types of macros you're getting in. So I don't know what your protein ratio is relative to fat or any of that. I would need to know more insight. And I don't know what your metabolic, baseline in calories was prior to this as well. But 2,300 calories is not giving you a ton of room from which to manipulate down going forward. As a general rule of thumb, I don't like to take clients below, like 1,300 is like my floor. And that's at the very end of a competition prep. So like, don't cut very drastically and don't cut for a very long period of time. And don't just gradually taper from that 2,300 calories. Don't just whack it all off at once. Have you tried blood pudding? I have not tried blood pudding, but I totally would.
Robert totally would. I think I would probably throw up.
What do you think should be eaten after a short 10-minute run? And I have another funny question. Are you ticklish? If so, who is more ticklish? Please answer. It's an interesting question. Short 10-minute run. I wouldn't really eat anything after that. Like I wouldn't feel like I would need to eat something after that.
Yeah, me either. If you wanted to eat something, I mean, you could just eat a meal, like eggs or like some ground beef or keto brick or something like that.
I don't think we're very ticklish.
We are too.
Not very ticklish. Slightly ticklish. We're on the slightly ticklish spectrum.
Yeah, neither one of us are like super ticklish, but don't. I probably am more ticklish than Robert, but I think more so because like he can pin me down and tickle me. I can't pin him down and tickle him.
Because I'm stronger.
But you are ticklish though. That gun, the Theragun.
The Theragun gets me cracking up.
He is like giggling so hardcore. And I'm like, it's supposed to hurt, not make you laugh.
It makes me laugh. The same thing with like water jet beds. Best cut of beef. I'm probably gonna be a little stereotypical here, but a ribeye for sure. No salt, no added salt at all.
So
you're not taking
so much meat and no salt.
So you're not taking in any salt at all? That's crazy. Are you like? Yeah, I don't even know. Like I would have crazy headaches if I wasn't.
I would have crazy
salt.
cramps.
Yeah.
Like in my muscles. Are you exercising?
That's a good question. Thank you, Robert. You bet. Cindy Molina says, increase in calories, I gained some weight, feel more bloated and fuller, increased energy. Have I reached my max? I feel like reversing a slight deficit from next week. You feel like reversing in a slight deficit from next week. I'm a little confused here. So you're increasing calories, you gain some weight. That's normal. Feel more bloated and fuller.
Very normal.
A little
increase in energy, which is
increase
normal.
in energy is good. Have I reached my max? I don't know how long you've been increasing. I know you're doing DSK right now, so I don't know how long you've been increasing, but I would hope that your intake now is higher than it was when you started, if that makes sense.
Here's a question we have. Has anyone had trouble going through customs with keto brick traveling out of the country and don't want them confiscated? So my tip, Robert and I have never had our bricks taken away from us, but if you're going to be in the airport and you're going to have them with your carry-on bag, just take them out of your bag and set them in the little square thing that they make you take put your stuff in. Like if you take off your belt or take off your shoes or whatever, those little bucket things that they give you, just take it out of whatever bag you have and put it outside. That way they know that it's food. It says macros on the outside. Like they should have no problems with it. They might swab it because that's a normal thing that they do. But other than that, like we have not ever had any issues. We've gone on cruises, we've gone on planes, we've gone in the country, out of the country, and have not had any issues ourselves, other than taking it out of your bag.
Yeah. Just received my pina colada real-light electrolytes, have my peanut butter cup bricks. I'm set. Thank you for your suggestions to help stay on track. Yeah, you sound like you got everything you need. Anyone have any teeth problems?
Teeth?
I have never had a cavity in my entire life.
Robert has perfect teeth. Except for I have better enamel.
Better enamel.
You do? I do. I do have better enamel. I have always had really poor oral health. That was like a thing ever since I was really little. But it has gotten better as I've gotten older. But I just went like many years without going to the dentist several chunks of time at a time. So I have had a lot of like oral stuff done, but since I've become keto, I've not been told that I've had any cavities or anything. So
we do need to get our teeth cleaned.
We were just talking about this the other day. We need to get our teeth cleaned.
Everybody should do that every 6 months, I think. Do you send bricks to Australia? We do. We send bricks everywhere. Everywhere. Cindy Melinda says, sorry, I meant decreased energy, not filling at my top. I meant beginning DSK and stopping increased calories. So beginning DSK, a little confused at that last sentence wording.
So I think that they want to stop doing the
reverse. Reverse.
It's not the reverse. It's in the beginning.
Onboarding.
Onboarding. Thank you. I think they want to stop doing the onboarding and start the cutting process. So that's my assumption.
I'd be curious to know how many total calories you're consuming now. So that you got to know that you're taking in enough calories to have enough caloric runway from which to taper going forward.
And also, sometimes you get to this point and then you push it like a week or two and you actually start to feel a little bit better.
Now look at that here. I have TSA look at my keto brick and scan them. I put them with my food. They did swab it. I had to explain what it is. Yeah, when we had the old packaging too, like when it was in the black bags that were the heat seal bags, those were like super.
It's wild.
They were just like nobody knew what they were. They looked like little like bags of C4 explosives. So they would always get flagged, and I don't think they ever got confiscated. But people were like, "What is this?" But now that it's in like legit
normal
looking packaging,
food-looking packages,
I haven't had any issues.
Yeah.
I take in 2350 calories. Yeah, that's a pretty solid intake. Because I'm pretty sure you gave us your stats, and based off of your weight, stats in DSK, based off of your weight and body composition, I would say that's a pretty solid intake for sure.
Pro tip: use multiple different toothbrushes and toothpastes. Well, Robert goes through toothpaste like it's running out of style.
I do brush my teeth a lot.
He brushes his teeth all the time, which is why he has no enamel left. And
you just don't pick on Robert then?
Yes. You guys should see his toothbrushes. Like he like pushes it on his teeth so hard that there is like no bristle left.
It takes a while for that to happen, though.
Not really. And he uses so much toothpaste, but we do get several different kinds, especially it depends on what store I go to because every store has a different kind.
I've been using that toothbrush from Quip.
Yeah, Quip.
Yeah, I like
we
that.
We both have a Quip. Yeah.
Yes, my parents couldn't afford the dentist in the 80s. I joined the Army and retired, but when I started having kids, my teeth, well, some of them are gone now. Had to get 3 pulled after 3 kids. Mm-hmm. I have heard that having kids definitely does a number on teeth.
I have a tooth back, or I guess I don't have a tooth back here.
I have a tooth back here that's gone.
I had one tooth removed back here. But when I was a child, I think I was like 6 or 7, I actually would get ear infections, and come to find out it was because my teeth were infected. So, yeah, that was the thing. But it like kind of made my whole life of oral health like really poor, and I never really took care of my teeth when I was younger. And yeah, so I really hope that pregnancy doesn't make teeth worse, because I can't deal with that.
I just want to point out that I have all my teeth. Like I said, I have never had a cavity, and I live in Arkansas. So that's like, like you just don't get that, you know? Knocking on Arkansas here.
That's funny.
All right, girl, did you find your interest on essential oils? You were looking to use some for diffusing. I used doTERRA and very happy with the quality and selection.
Yeah, I had several different people reach out. I had a ton of people reach out. doTERRA, Young Living, and Plant Therapy were probably the 3 top choices. I did, however, have someone tell me that essential oils actually can be really bad, and I asked for more information on that, and I haven't looked to see if they've responded or not, but they actually,
everything's bad.
They mentioned that it can actually be harmful, and I thought that was interesting. I'd never heard that before. When's the Keto Brick retreat? That would be really fun.
I do have every intention in the world of making this super awesome, massive conference with some other top secret details involved. But that'll probably be after we move to the new location. So probably sometime in 2022 or maybe 2023. But it's gonna be good.
I had braces twice and 9 teeth pulled. Terrible. Neither one of us have had braces, and hopefully our children don't either, because I don't want to have to pay for those. But
yeah,
I have had, I have had my wisdom teeth removed. So does that count as teeth pulled?
Yes, that definitely counts.
Does it? Okay, so 4, 5, 6. I've had 6 teeth pulled over my lifetime, but 2 of them were baby teeth.
I don't know if that counts. Baby teeth.
When you are 7 years old and you're getting your baby teeth pulled out of your mouth, I'm pretty sure it counts.
Counts?
Yeah.
You guys need to do a dessert brick. But we have a lot of dessert style bricks. Like they're all
maybe they're talking about like tiramisu.
I would
or
totally
something like that. But I feel like they're all sweet, even though we don't add a bunch of sweeteners to it.
I'd go to town on a tiramisu brick.
I've never had a cavity either. What's wrong with you people? It's like you know how to take care of your teeth or something.
Tried to go to the gym after work today, and they were at capacity, so I couldn't get in.
Oh, that is terrible. Where do you live?
Somebody emailed me the other day and said they had just opened their Planet Fitness gym. They went there, and they had to sit out in the cold 11-degree temp for 45 minutes until enough people left that they were allowed in.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have been so mad.
Going for a long walk.
There you go. Take my money. I like it.
I have braces currently. It's why I make all the bricks into shakes.
That's pretty smart.
That makes sense.
Smart. Yeah.
New Hampshire. I don't know. Arkansas might very well. Our mask mandate and kind of capacity mandate is through the 31st of March. So that may or may not be lifted, but I know several states are being lifted, so maybe your gym will be lifted, and you'll be able to get into your gym whenever you want to.
That would be good. I go crazy at a gym. I bought a rower in place of my elliptical. I've never really been into elliptical, and I've done a little bit of rowing, but I could totally see myself getting more involved with rowing than the elliptical. First and foremost,
be really good for your knees.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, I still got to get my run in for the day. So I'm going to go do that. But we need a question for next week. So anybody have a topic for next week? We
will be here next week.
We will. So the next person that submits a question, that will be the question for next week. So whoever wants to ask a question for next week, we're waiting on you. You can't sign off until somebody asks a question. We're just gonna sit here silently and wait.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
Anybody?
Yeah. What are you gonna eat for dinner tonight?
Are you guys doing recipes? We are doing recipes. We're working on that. I'm totally revamping our website. Better sleep. That's a good topic for next week.
Better sleep. Oh,
What's
I've
really
been
good
doing really
in taking
good
whipping
stuff
cream
for nighttime.
with protein powder, then pouring the melted brick over that.
Oh,
That sounds good.
no, that sounds dangerous.
So we got better sleep for next week and max count on macros per meal. Max count on macros per meal.
I'm not sure what that means.
What's that mean, Michael? But we can definitely talk about the better sleep for sure. So we'll see y'all next time.
Don't forget to get yourself some Carnivore Crisps.
Yes.
They're freaking delicious.
And electrolytes every day, even when not working out. Yes, I prefer that for sure. All right, y'all. Take care. Toodaloo. Ta-ta for now, and you'll have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.